plasterer would have had to come back today and sand everything anyway. But because we're already here, we paint the ceiling as well, so we get an extra $1,000 for today. We don't have to go find another job. That's what we do. So I think one tub will get us around that whole lot. What's really important as well is you want to be using wallboard sealer on your first coat. Don't go straight to ceiling paint or it could peel, because there's different things in different paints. It might look the same, it might look all white, but they are different. And it's like a nice roller sleeve like that is going to hide any imperfections. It finishes like smooth, dries smooth, but it hides imperfections. So a good undercoat is very much needed. You don't need to thin it out either, if you're wondering. I've used this quite a bit. Okay. I've told you how to work it, but I'll tell you again. Stick it in here, twist that, and then you're going to squeeze this cup. And once paint comes out of here, wash your face. Once paint starts coming up here, put the lid on, and then that's held the pressure. Switch it down. And now it's ready to go, but there is a little bit of water in here. So I'll just go. We're ready. Now before we start, I'm going to pose for a couple of screenshots. Come on, mate. Come on, buddy. Alright, here we go. So I'm just going to do little bit by little bit. Try and get it around that, okay? Always keep a brush and a roller with you in case you get some paint spitting or anything like that happening. Okay, it's a little bit spitty. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. All you have to do is just go like that. And it's essentially just putting it on for you. Just work it in a little bit. A bit thick in there for sure. I always like to make sure the cornices finish nicely like that. Okay. This is why you keep a brush with you, because see it's a bit thick there. That's no problem, we're just going to work it in. We've got 2 more coats going over the top, so. You're still going to save time, even though we're doing this as a precaution, because it doesn't meet my standards. You're still going to save time, so don't worry. And it's just going to save you going like this. Okay. The machine only takes 5 minutes to wash out as well, so that's not a problem. The problem when paint peels is people spray. There might be dust on the ceiling or something like that. They might spray ceiling paint or something and they don't back roll. It just sits onto the surface. It doesn't actually penetrate into the surface, which is what you want. But, you know, what do I know? I've only been in this business, you know, I'm 40 years old, but I've been doing this shit for 50 years, okay? So, trust me. If the ceiling was a little bit lower, you could just go around like that much quicker. Nice long strokes. Okay, that's good. Then what you do, you have your roller right here. Okay, the right type of sleeve is very important. And you can roll it straight away. So the plasterer would have had to come back today and sand everything anyway. But because we're already here, we paint the ceiling as well. So we get an extra $1,000 for today. We don't have to go find another job. That's what we do. I only paint our own work. I don't just go paint at people's houses or anything like that. Alright, so I'm going to finish painting and then we're going to put the first coat of ceiling paint next door, another coat here, then another coat there, another coat here, and then we're done. Then tomorrow we cut and roll all the walls, and the job's done, we clean up. That's it. Send the billing. Alrighty, this ceiling is all rolled out and it's looking good. This is the first coat. Corners come up nice. Now, you don't need to thin the paint down, but what you do need to make sure of is it doesn't have bits and pieces in it. And when I did switch this over to the ceiling paint from the sealer, this was all blocked. So maybe it wasn't getting a good flow of paint. So I've cleaned that out. We're using a cleaner paint. This little filter just goes in here, like that. You don't actually have to clean the entire gun out when you switch the paints. But I did just clean the cup and the filter. Regular routine, squeeze that till it starts coming out. It's ready to go. I think it's feeling better already. Running much better. Okay, that's it. Beautiful. Don't want to go over it too much because it will sag a little bit, but that's perfect. That's lovely, and that's just the second coat. Have a good little zoom in up there. That's beautiful. Okay, well now we're going to quickly spray next door, and then we're going to get 2 rollers out because we've got to do this another time. This gun, practically no overspray, okay? Don't have to worry. When painting with sprayers, you do get a lot of overspray, and that's when you're going back and forth over here. Not really when you just do the cornice line. Let's just fill this up. It's still half full, but it's lost its suction, it lost its pressure, and it does do that sometimes. I do love this tool. Good idea to give that a clean every now and then. Alright, that's it. If you're worried about this, you can either hit it with a brush now, or when we sand the walls, we're just going to go through and we're going to sand that. And by the time you put a couple of coats over that, you won't see it. You won't see that pattern. Then we've got some rolling to do. Still doing it. Hey! Not bad. Not bad. But I mean, how good does it look? That's just 2 coats, 1 sealer coat, 1 top coat. It's good. It's good. All right, now we're going to wait for that to dry a little bit. Maybe get some fans on it, because this is all we're going to do today. Get that done. First thing in the morning, we're going to mark out those downlights that you saw us measure up at the start of this job. We'll drill them out, both sides, 4 lights on each side. That's what we're doing tomorrow, and then do the walls. So much extra work around these. Okay, these ceilings are fully finished now. That looks beautiful. Check it out. Like I said, a lot of extra work in all that. And if you're wondering what that is, and over here, and that, well, while that second coat of ceiling paint was drying, I marked out the downlights where they all go, because I wrote notes where they all go, so I did that. So tomorrow I'll be able to cut them out and clean up the floor, sand the walls, paint the walls. We're out of here. And it's the same as here. These downlights are ready to put in. I just put a screw in there. I actually moved these back a little bit because they were like that far off the joist, so it was too risky. So I moved them over a little bit. But that looks beautiful. That's another downlight there. All good through there. That's it. That's it for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and all of that. And before I go, I always like to unplug everything. I hate to start a fire. Okay. Knock on wood. Alright, see you later. Okay, the final video for this job. This is it. Let's see how it all turned out. Still have to roll the walls, but we have cut in the wall color at the top here. Looking good. All the downlights have been drilled out. That's just a bug on the ceiling. And that's it. Job well done.